Obviously, Dawson, Max, and Doug, your sheets are a little funkified, but we can, add numbers to dice as need be if there's any issues. Although your health bars might look low, when I click on your token with my little health bar, like quick adjustment tool, you are at full your whatever your healths are supposed to be. I see Laylis even has temp HP still. So does Whispers. Renier's at a cool 104.
Oh, I
So
should actually be less than that, I think.
We all got cold blasted.
yeah, it might be a little less, but I actually don't know the
Yeah, I,
answer.
I didn't get cold blasted, but I did end up taking damage from my right, so I should at least have that damage done, which was
Oh, right.
101.
It was only our cart, I think, that got cold blasted.
Yeah, I didn't really have a problem
Which
last time.
I think I don't know. I don't remember if it was a Dex or a Constitution.
It would have been Dex based,
Yeah.
likely. Like some
So
some people got like munched on a little, but most of it, I think, was the cold. They
yeah,
they
cold
pull
snap.
the heat from you. They're not shooting cold at you. They're actually removing your heat. Is
Yeah.
what their
So
ability is.
yeah, whispers would be fine because evasion or whatever it is.
Yeah. A couple people would be totally cool.
But
Um,
now we're staring down a big bug.
And now we are staring down a big bug. Um, who would like to bring us up to speed for a little inspiration? Let us know what happened and what we're doing now.
Traded away bread.
Fascinating.
This is true.
The bread
Wow,
gun
yeah.
is no longer in our possession, as we started off having to make some trades to acquire a new set of snow lopers so that we could make our way back up to our destination in well, not in the Frostmare Hollow, but it is the Frostmare Hollow is where we are headed. Um It was the bread gun and Zal, you gave up. You gave up. I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
It was something. But we got our snow lopers, is the
Got
point.
your snow leopards.
And headed up, found a giant tower sticking out of the snow, a little bit um, south, I believe, of Frostmare Hollow. We saw it glinting in the distance. What ended up being a large tower sticking out of the snow, which Zal could see some writing on it. Ember Prime saw some writing on it, and turns out that the tower was the domain of a group of giants who had brought dwarves up to this frozen area as slaves, as workers, forced labor. And eventually the dwarves had revolted, and whatever happened, there are now no more giants here. In fact, there is a giant bug infestation, and after discerning some of the runes which describe a powerful weapon in the service of the dwarven gods, we decided we should make our way into said tower, find said forge, and build said weapon. To that end, Durham Durham did a power word raid on the entire tower, fumigated some bugs, destroyed some bug eggs, pissed off all the bugs inside, and that is where we are now.
Quite indeed. A bug nest has been stirred. A queen, much like in Aliens 2, has ripped herself off of her lower body and has crashed through the walls and
Legally
is
distinct.
Yeah, legally distinct. This is an Ice Weaver queen, not an alien, not a xenomorph. um, and yeah, she is coming, and the others for whatever has disturbed their nest, and whatever the closest heat sources are, which, for better or for worse, are all of you. Um, please go ahead and take some inspiration, Ted. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Just double check.
Gives me 1. That might be needed later.
Could be needed. Okay, cool. I'm gonna bring you to the scene we find ourselves in. Let me know if you have any vision issues, but everybody should see everything.
How long has it been since that fight and their attempt to kidnap myself and Renier?
Minute.
Hold on, give me a second, and I will get a duration. And so, more or less than 10 minutes.
Since since what action? Like what point?
Since one of the bugs tried to grab me, and I cut through its little ice thing. I'm trying to determine if Flame Blade is still active.
Oh,
It's a 10-minute duration, so
We're
you know,
cutting
we
it close.
did spend a certain amount of time studying runes and stuff, so it's
Yeah, there was
perfectly
some
reasonable
time.
for it to be more
Yeah.
than 10 minutes.
Yeah, there was some time spent, but a lot of
Flame
things were
Blade
happening
was
at the same time. Yeah,
Flame Blade was the turn before we. I know turns weren't really indicative of time, but it was the turn before we arrived at the tower.
yeah,
If that
yeah.
helped.
Yeah, I'd say in terms of like do you have the spell active currently? I think it's still active. I don't think you have spent 10 minutes yet. I'd wager you probably have like maybe 2 minutes, give or take, right? Which in terms of combat would probably be more than sufficient. But yeah, as far as like, do you still have it active now? Do you have to? That's the one where like you can drop it and
Yeah,
resummon it. Yeah,
correct. If it blinks out, I can bring it back as a bonus action.
yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. So even if you like let it go to like do something or look at something, you'd still be able to pull it back to you. So yeah,
Okay.
you're fine for that.
Excellent. The
Cool.
timing on my symbiotic entity is identical to that, so we're in the same boat.
Yeah, you guys should be good. Now, I just kind of like positioned you a little bit about like I know Ember, you had to get like kind of close to read a bit.
Yep.
And then the tower essentially is there but not shown as a part of it has been broken off. But in this moment, you guys can feel free to kind of like move yourself a little bit to like where you think you probably would actually be. Since I don't know where you would actually be. Keep in mind too, this here on the map, this is actually like roofing, is like stone that is up and elevated.
Can I make a
Oh.
Are we in
I'd
a
expect to
section of
jump up.
tower that has collapsed and broken, or is this a walkway to the tunnel?
This would have been like a broken approachway to the tower itself. And so there's the stonework ruin here, and yeah, you can like just barely tell if you zoom in on the map that yeah, the little white section here and here are actually like above.
Yeah.
I'd say they're probably well, if it was for giants, then they're probably like, let's just say 30. It's 30 feet up. If you want to get on top of any of these taller spots there.
I would love to.
Oh,
I have a 40
spiritually, I
climbing.
want to, but I think I need to be on the ground.
And
Can
of
I
course, you
go?
guys have plenty. If you want to be up there, yeah. I mean, especially with you and Basar, it seems reasonable that you could have gotten up there. Um,
Hi, Scritches.
you want to be up there as well? Or you want to be in the sky? Is all.
No, I had just landed to confer. I had
Okay.
gone up to read the giant things, but I had just landed to actually like talk to them.
Okay, cool.
I think I showed up late to relay its giant speak, right as Ember's like giving the like lore exposition.
Yeah, you land, you say giants, everyone looks around at like the huge thing, like, yeah, yeah, okay. Checks out. Cool, cool. The Ice Queen is the very large one. Just so we're clear, that is the Ice Weaver Queen. Cool. She has burst through one of the lower sections of the tower. Keep in mind the tower itself is also in ruin. As many of you have gotten closer looks now and previously, this structure would have collapsed completely had these insects not actually built a tower hive. And its construction is a mixture of ice and then some kind of adhesive or material that they produce that has created a tower-like structure here. But it were that to not be present, a lot of the structure probably would collapse without it.
Yeah, fair.
Just to kind of give you a sense of the space and what's happening here with it. Okay, cool. She has burst forth. Many of the insects that the other ice weavers that were in this structure have been pouring out. Many have already, like, there are corpses around this place, and then many have streamed out and are doing the insect thing, which is food and for them heat is nearby, and they want it. Okay, we are going to have everybody roll into initiative, please. I'm actually curious to see if the sheets that are having problems, if you guys are able to roll initiative well.
Sure can't. Wait, let me try
Oh
this one.
yeah.
If you can't do it from your sheet, which you likely can't, because it'll say like I don't even know what initiative is.
NAN, not a number.
If you go to the combat tracker, you might
It's
be able
not
to
work
click.
either.
It doesn't work
That's
there.
yeah, that's why I pushed it didn't work. I don't know where to do it on the sheet though.
All right, so looks like
Yeah.
initiatives are. Oh, it's the top left under your profile picture, right next to your movement feed.
I see.
So it looks like
Yeah.
it's proficiency plus. What is
It
the
says
0.15?
undefined.
Oh, plus your
It's
actual dex.
Dex. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
plus your
fine.
dex. Yeah.
Do you
So
want to just roll?
Yeah, you can just roll a D, like you can roll a D20 down in the chat and just put like D20 plus what your initiative modifier is.
Oof.
it is. I don't. So what's the two? So like if I'm looking at Preachy but Tigu scritches, what's the 1d20 plus 2?
The two should be their initiative score. And then the 0.5 should be like their dex number.
It's a
The act-
tiebreaker number, yeah.
Yeah, that is for tiebreakers in case people
That's-
roll the same. It'll default to whose dex score is higher.
That's what I'm trying to find is the initiative number. I don't know what to add to
It's
it.
just Dex.
Oh, okay. So it's not anything.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd add a +5 to yours. Yeah,
Only we blessed bards get to add more to it.
yeah. There's very few. I think there's only two things in the game that give actually
Alert
there's a
and
couple
Jack of all
now.
trades.
Yeah, there's a couple now that actually give initiative bonuses. Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna do it like this, and then it'd be 16.2.
Okay. Initiative value. Okay, yours was 16.2.
Yes, I have a dex of 20.
Okay. For all them. And Renier, what was yours?
24.28. Or sorry, 18.
28. Holy.
Yeah, no.
28 decks? Get out of here.
No. No, I'm not maxed yet.
And Whispers?
10.2.
10.2?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you guys get the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Will you finish the dishes once I do?
Roll all NPCs. Oh, oh, God. They're way at the bottom, baby. You love to see it. Oh. Okay, cool. Looks like Renier is going to lead the pack here. The queen is burst through the walls. Chunks of ice and rock go soaring, pieces of them scattering, hitting all of your armor as you raise your hands to just cover yourself from this. Once you look again, you can see as the dust and ice mist is falling away, a small swarm of these ice weavers and a very large one that is up a little on the hind legs a little bit more than the others. Are screeching in your direction, and you can already feel the cold that emanates from around them, but you can already feel it beginning just to passively kind of sap away as you're just near them. Rainier, how do you respond? What do you do?
We'll run the thumb over the divine hair on the crossbow and crack this off as we have been for a little bit, which is fine and good.
I love it.
You'll have to see it.
Uh,
DC no.
DC no.
There we
DC
go.
no, baby.
What character
Uh,
sheet is everybody using for the ones that actually work? My apologies.
The uh the one.
Default sheet.
Default 5e.
Yeah, the default 5e. Unfortunately, changing your sheet type doesn't fix the error. It's an
yeah.
error on the like actual character sheet itself.
Oh damn, that's
Um,
tragic.
yeah, so how it is displayed changes nothing about the problems that it's having. Unfortunately, because I was hoping the same thing. That would just be easy peasies. Um, okay. And what is your save for these things?
That would be 14.
14. Neat then. Oh, okay. It's like oh cool. It'll let me like apply the damage. Interesting. Con saves. Okay, we're just starting at the it's a fail. Oh, I'm sorry, just the ones that are in it. We'll count that as his. Okay. And this is when does the damage occur on the spell?
Immediately, and then at the end of their turns if they remain within it.
Okay. Uh, two fail, and this guy here caught in the corner of it, where the light is shining on his body, that part is like seared and cut off of his body as
Oh
it
god.
ignites in the flame, and the other part that is not caught in it is just scrambling with only half of its legs in the snow before it just stops moving
Oh my god.
entirely. That one is
And I rolled
super
my
messed up.
d20 for my angel friend. I got an 18, so close.
So
And
close.
and then I rolled a nat 20 on initiative too, so close. Uh, but that'll do for my bonus action and my full action. We don't necessarily know if these things all operate like in a like beehive kind of hive. We'll see how that goes. We're going to target the big one with the Dawncaster
Okay.
and see if bringing her down how that may have domino effects. We'll see.
And 24 certainly hits. Okay.
Oh,
23 hits.
nice. Good job, everybody. I'm gonna re-roll that d10. Okay, it'll be the same.
Oh,
Total
okay.
hit.
Okay. Okay. The one bug is instantly instantly burnt through radiant energy. These two are they've been able, like, little ice covers them and they're able to withstand it, but they were heavily damaged in it as well. And the Ice Queen, while not quite as affected by the Dawn, your crossbow bolts are a whole nother matter, as there are big cracks in her carapace.
Great. I'll be done with that. Actually, that'll be my turn.
Okay, hell yeah. At the end of your turn, the Ice Queen gets to do a thing. Um, you see, she reels from your bolts and then kind of leans forward a little bit, the jaw opening, and you can see air and snow being pulled in, and then you can feel heat coming from your bodies escaping into the air into her direction. Um, she's going to use her Drain Heat as a legendary. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. People are up. Hmm. She can't get both angles. Honestly, she's just gonna shoot it at you, Renier.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You feel the heat of your heart cooling, and your lips get covered in frost. Your eyes get a little snowy as the heat begins leaving your body. Can I get a dexterity saving throw? It's DC 18.
I
Okay.
assume for me too, because I'm in the. I'm up,
Yes,
but
but you're up, and Rainier is not.
okay.
You're too far up for
Okay,
this.
got it. Yeah.
You mentioned what the DC was. Is that right?
I did. Yeah, it's
Oh
18.
yeah, sorry.
I think I will make use of an inspiration for this. Um. Oh, also, oh, you know what? I rolled the wrong thing. Actually, that isn't. It's an additional 4, so it's actually, or additional 6. It's actually 20. So I'll, never mind. I won't use an inspiration.
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, because you are proficient in dex saves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got boosted. Yeah, excellent.
Correct. Yeah. I just
Okay.
clicked entirely the wrong thing in the hole.
No problem at all. Okay, cool. Um, oh, that's a shame. They were pretty good rolls from me. You take, you would have taken 49 cold damage, but you take
Ooh.
Oh Jesus.
half.
Okay. Okay. 49. That would be 24.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, that was one of her legendaries at the end of your turn, Zol.
Okay. Since I'm going first, let's do Scorching Ray. I will start with casting it. Yeah, let's just do the normal 3 bolts. I'm targeting the one over to my left. I guess it'd be my right where I'm actually facing, but and I'll be dealing extra 2d6 because it hasn't gone yet.
Okay.
And I know they weren't particularly affected by fire.
Yeah, not in any meaningful way, but it certainly hurts them, just as anything else.
I
Whoops.
will target the one that got blasted in the center.
Yeah, it's
Plus this.
okay.
Uh, target that one. That one's looking pretty fucked up, right? Still.
Yeah, it took a lot of damage from the dawn. It's looking more like a lobster.
Yeah, okay. I'll hit it again. Try at least.
That still hits.
Oh,
Last blast slams into it, fires some zooms, and it is destroyed.
Sick.
okay. Bonus action legs. Scorching ray again. This time I'm going to target the other one that was hurt in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just because somebody needs to do some street sweeping.
Yeah, 25 absolutely hits. If a 14 hits, you know the 25 does.
Yep. Plus this. That's first one. Second one away.
Mm-hmm.
Demo. Wish the dice were working slightly better for me, but
Look, the dice is doing pretty good as that one is also incinerated.
okay. I got one more bolt, which I guess I'll just. Yeah, that was 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should have
Yeah,
one
okay.
more. Yeah.
I'll throw
Yeah.
one more at the unhurt one that's to my left. Because I have a feeling it's coming.
$23 hits.
The only problem is scrolling back up to get the damage.
Okay. Now you said left. You have
Well,
this
yeah.
one. This one targeted,
That's the
but
one I
you
mean.
want
That's the one I mean.
yeah, you want
No,
this one over here, right?
no. I want I want this one. The one
You
I
do okay. That because you said uninjured or something, but this one has like you hit
yeah,
this
no,
one.
the one I hit earlier. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Cool.
not as injured. So
Well,
14 damage to it.
certainly injured now. 100%.
Having seen the fucking laser beam, I guess I will go. I will use some movement to I will move up about 10 feet and just back to here. Me and Scritches.
Cool.
So I'll move
Yeah.
Scritches when it's its turn. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. Okay, that's the end of my overly long turn.
Okay. Cool. Hell yeah. At the end of right? Okay, just double checking. I did name the Ice Queen, but I didn't know if it was gonna like give it a weird name even still. um okay, cool. At the end of your turn, boy, she'd love to save this, but you're literally slaughtering everything in front of her. Hell yeah. Okay. She will use another legendary in response again. Um and use her drain heat. You're 10 feet up, right?
Yeah, 10 feet up from the raised elevation. So
Yeah.
10 feet above Laylis.
Yeah. 10 feet above Laelis.
Means as big as Scritches is. Scritches is probably occupying the same like space as Laylis.
Yeah. 10 feet. Because her ability is 10 foot. wide. I'm like, oh, now I can't get both of you, unfortunately.
See, I knew this for sure.
For
It
sure.
was all part of the fucking plan, not just a random thing I decided. Nope.
Okay. Look, you shot scorching rays everywhere.
I'm
The
quite a source of heat.
Yeah, they draw the heat. This is like it's not like a beam effect that comes out, but there is like a noticeable, like, especially with the snow and everything, like a channel of things moving in that direction. Can I get a DC 18 Dex save from you and Scritches?
Yeah, I'm so glad I gave it.
Well, let's see how Scritches did.
I would love to help you, but not so possible.
Well, we both fail.
Won't fail. Hard to maneuver this fast on the Griffin. Um, the two of you take 45 cold damage.
Yeah, the crescendo of bugbear roar and fucking like griffin shriek.
How Scritches look after that? I don't know how much HP they have.
It's gonna be real close. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they actually do have quite a bit. Okay, cool. Heck yeah. Excellent. Ember and Durham. You see the Ice Weaver on the ground maneuvers itself facing towards the two of you, and you see it also begins to draw its breath, using its ice beam ability
Oh.
on you.
I forgot something.
What did you forget?
I get advantage on deck saves because of my leg.
Oh, you can roll yours again.
Yeah.
Scritches.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
we're just about where it happened. Hey, there you go.
Nope. Yeah, I was like, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, could have
Okay.
worked for it. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, what a shame. I want to be able to get everyone on the ground, but I can't. Okay, cool. Durham and Ember Prime, you feel the heat being pulled from your body by this Ice Weaver over here. Can I get the two of you to make dexterity saving throws? The DC is 16.
Certainly, I'm going to cast Absorb Elements as a reaction.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You haven't taken the damage yet, but you
Right.
would no matter what, since you don't have evasion. Yeah. Okay. Queen. Oh yeah, I forgot. I put the damage on the Ice Queen ability, but not the other creature's abilities. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. The two of you take 32 cold damage.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah. You see this creature having pulled the heat into itself, a little kind of part deep in its body, glows a little bit, and you can see some ice beginning to like swell up underneath of it as it's like beginning to make the beginnings of one of those ice rails, but it's not able to do it on this turn. Were you concentrating on anything, Durham?
That was
I
from
know
the cloud kill from last.
from the cloud code. Gotcha.
Make a Concentration save.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you dropped that concentration.
Hey,
anyway.
who needs concentration?
Yeah, I mean, I held it long enough for it to kill the things that were streaming out, and now I don't see things streaming out, so I would have dropped.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure. I got rid of your concentration, but I forgot to verify with you.
Yep.
Is it the flame blade, Ember?
Correct.
Ooh. Okay. Then that creature has done its job. Durham.
Huh. That they changed some things. The queen here, is she currently on the? Are all of these things on the ground? Is the queen?
They're all on the ground currently. None of them are on any of the rails. One looks like it's beginning to make a rail, but it has yet to do so.
Okay. We'll see if this works. Where'd it go? Yeah, going to cast Spike Growth. Try and keep that queen where she is. In addition, I'm gonna burn in slots left and right here. I'm gonna burn a 4th level spell slot with my armor to improve my AC and my saving throws. And I am going to post up right there. And that is my turn.
Okay, cool. Rushing around the edge of the wall. That does mean you will lose sight of, like you. Whispers is 30 feet up, so you probably don't see them. You don't see Renier, Ember. You actually lose sight of a lot of the battlefield. Keep
Well,
that in mind.
I mean, I should be able to see Ember through the crack that I ran through here.
If you maybe right, because like look, the wall right is here, right, and
Okay.
you've come not here but here, right. That's
All right. Well, then
further down on the
I'll
wall.
stay one spot back.
Yeah, if you want to maintain sight on Ember, yeah.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
So I can see like Ember, Scritches, Zal, and
You probably see
and
Basar, not Layless.
Okay.
Because again, they're 30 feet up. So the Basar at the edge, you can probably make out some of them.
Gotcha.
But Layless is again 30 feet up on a platform above
Gotcha.
you. So you've
Okay.
lost him. Yeah. Okay, cool. And anything else?
That's it.
Okay. It's quite a bit. Okay. The Ice Queen will use her last legendary ability to try to drain heat on some folks here. She doesn't see you, Durham. She sees two people that have injured her and her brood as it is. This creature is not very intelligent. She will go after the last thing that hit her and the last thing that she attacked. Zal, that's going to be you again.
Well, go ahead and roll damage.
Can I roll? I want to roll a distraction.
Cool. On your turn, you'll be able to try to do that.
Never you mind then.
It sounds like an idea. Okay, I'll need Zal and Scritches to do a DC 18 dex save.
So Scritches can't if it's half damage on save, Scritches dies. If it's half damage on save, then roll damage and then we can decide.
Okay, it is half damage on save, but let's see the rolls. Right? Let's not foretell our own future before it occurs.
Well, no, math wise, the math isn't gonna math. It doesn't matter if I if I save.
Well, we want the rolls anyway.
I'll be at 0, so it's just a matter of how far into 0.
Okay. With your 11, and then seemingly, I know you're not rolling scritches because it doesn't matter, but not rolling, that's basically just a failed on the
Mhm.
save. So it's a 46 cold damage towards the two of you as the heat is pulled out.
So I'm at minus 28,
Okay. This ability
and
does not like
then I fall.
insta kill you or turn you to ice. You were just the heat of your living body is pulled out.
Presumably, I'm gonna fail a save because I'm falling.
You are gonna fall. Scritches is unmade, correct?
Yeah, Scritches is gone.
Okay, cool. You fall. You're gonna fall. Well, let's see here. Um, I just put Scritches near you, but for ease of use, I didn't put them like under you because sometimes it's hard to grab tokens and whatnot.
Mhm.
Are you where you would be?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Um, I'm just gonna move you to see what it looks like under you. Okay. There's a chance you fall 10 feet, and there's a chance you fall 40 feet. Both would be a singular death save fail, but one might keep you higher up near Lelis or near an ally. So let's see. There's not just going off the art. There's about 25% of the upper platform. So roll a d100. 25 and under, you're up, and anything higher, you're down. Okay, you fall to 40, land with a thick thud, and that's one failed death save. Lelas.
Myself and Basar. I don't. I know how it works, but I don't at the same time. He can fly, but I cannot. One moment.
The beam definitely went right over your head, and you saw me
Yeah.
just get fucking obliterated.
We see
Okay.
the beam and then hear you thud.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How does healing work on people that are down? I know I should know this answer, but I don't at the same time.
You roll it like he's doing death saves right now, so
Yeah.
Okay.
you roll your healing as normal, and he'll heal as whatever you roll, and
Yeah,
he'll be at that HP and alive, but he won't like stand up on his feet, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still prone, but you will reset my track of dying.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you're
Uh,
30 feet up, so he's 30 feet below you on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So Basar has 40 movement. We're mounted. And then we're just gonna basically
Vault
just
it.
look over the edge and vault it. And we're just going down. I don't know how to do the damage on that. So I'll let you ask or tell if I have to take the damage. I don't know why I said ask.
Okay. You're riding Basar to the edge and then leaping off while mounted on Basar to get to Zal, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Can you have a Basar make an athletics check for me? Um, okay, on the 12. um, I'll give you the choice with the 12. Is he'll take the full brunt of damage and you'll be okay, or you take the full brunt of damage and he'll be okay.
I have it planned out and it sounds so mean, but I'll let him take the full damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to basically like dismount from Basar or tip up Zal's like head, and I am pouring. Where is it? I know math. You took 47. You took 46 plus 18, so around 60. This would probably be the better chance. I'm gonna roll.
5e doesn't do negative values, so whatever you heal him
Yeah,
is
you're
what he'll
good.
be at.
Yeah,
I
he's at
was only
0.
counting negative values because there's a chance if I go far enough below, then
That's only in one single attack, though.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it was
I
yeah.
I
You're
just
good.
saw
You only
I
have to
saw
give
your
me
total
one
health.
up.
Yes, but I saw your total health, and I was doing the math to see how much this would put you back at for total
Oh,
health.
that's fair. Yeah, my total health is 73, which is to say not as much as some. Christ on a what is this?
Jeez. Superior healing potion.
Oh
Superior
wow, we
healing.
have one of those still.
And I have
We have
okay,
a few.
I had one of those. I have a greater healing, and I got 4 regular potions of healing.
Oh,
So you know,
you
seems like the best
have
time to use it.
become my hero.
Seems like the best time.
Hell yeah. Incredible. Feeding the potion to Zal, sputters to life once more. Basar takes 12 bludgeoning damage. He is prone.
Banana bread at work, dude.
Okay.
And you are dismounted from this.
Yes. And then for my bonus action, can I have Bazaar stand?
You can tell him to stand because he'll now go on his turn right after yours. So on his turn, yeah, he can do that. Yeah.
Okay, and then I used the 10, and then we basically just free jumped it. So how would his movement work with that? Because he gets 40 movement in total.
He gets 40 movement in total.
The jump counts.
Yeah, the jump technically the jump counts. The so he'd be he'd be down to 10. He's prone. That's half. So 5 foot of movement he would have.
5 feet is better than no feet, so I'll take the 5, and I'm gonna have Basar start making his way towards Durham.
Okay, sure. um, okay, he could. Was it even if he dashes now? Just so I understand, as we're talking about this, if he dashes now, would he move another 5? Right? Isn't his full his movement? Uh, is it only reduced to half because of the prone if he were to do a dash? So does he have 5 feet or 15 feet? Or sorry, 20 feet of movement left because his movement is 40.
That I don't know. When you take the dash action, be it however it may be, increase your available movement by an amount equal to your speed. So if a PC has 30 feet 30 feet of speed and they dash, they get an extra 30 on top of the 30 they already have. So I would assume, if I'm understanding that wording, it would just give him an extra 5 in this instance.
Yeah, potentially. I think it could be argued 5 or 20. I honestly was just curious of hey, could he move more and how much would it be?
I apologize. Somebody broke it down on Reddit. It is 15, like they did it from being prone. 15 feet to stand up, 15 feet to move. If you use the dash, you get the extra 30. You get your movement plus whatever you had available.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dash
So
always gives you an amount of movement equal to your speed, regardless of what you have spent, regardless of anything else.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Is
dash
it?
is technically the thing you do after you stand up.
Yeah. In this in this case, can Basar stand up? It says half movement, but is that half of your available movement, or is that he needs 20 feet of movement to stand up?
I think it's half of available, which is to say
A creature's
whatever you have
own.
left.
I'm pretty sure it's half base.
Yeah, it's got to be
Uh,
half
y-
base.
I mean, it
They-
makes sense, so you don't slip in the last 5 and be like, actually, it takes me
Right.
2.5 to stand up. Makes sense.
I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah,
So
I'm looking
it'd
at
be
that.
20 feet to stand
Jumping
back up.
prone.
Well, I mean, the question is, okay, if it takes half of your base to stand up, and dashing
Yeah,
adds your base speed, right, to your speed, can you then use half of your dash to stand
Yes.
up?
You would.
So
I think.
standing takes more effort. Doing so costs an amount of movement equal to half your speed For example, if your
Yes.
speed is 30 feet, you must spend 15 feet of movement to stand up. You can't stand up if you don't have enough movement left or if your speed is 0. The dash action gives you movement equal to half your speed. It essentially adds it back into your movement pool. So
Okay.
if you have a speed of 30, let's say, and you've run 15 feet, you've run 20 feet and fall over difficult terrain or something, you only have 10 feet of movement left. Right there, you can't stand up because you don't have 15 feet of movement remaining. If you take the dash action, you get 30 more feet of movement. You can spend 15 feet to stand up, and then you still have 25 left because you spend the 10 that you had left and 5 of the new 30 you get from dashing, so you still have 25 feet of movement left.
Okay.
Okay, so in order for Basar to actually get up from prone, he would have to take the dash action on his turn to spend the 20 feet required to stand up. So he
Yeah.
would have 45 feet if you make him dash to stand up. So then he'd have 25 feet left over once he's stood.
Okay. And then with that, he is going right there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, excellent. Whispers.
All right. I'm going to shoot this guy. Bonus action to steady aim. Oh yeah.
Yeah, super hits.
Sneak attack. Not terrible. And then I'm going to tokens the departed sneak attack. So I'm gonna release the little Nomi guy. Oh no. There we go. Usability. And now I have one open slot for when I want to steal a soul.
Okay. Who's the other one that you
Oh.
target with that?
This guy right here,
That
because
one
I
right there?
can't.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't reach the other one.
Yeah, no problem. Hell yeah. Cool.
That's my turn.
Excellent. Yeah, great turn. That bug that you shot with your sneak attack is pretty bad. Ember Prime.
I know I messed up. I know Zal is still hurt. I know Basar just took some damage.
Renier is also quite fucked up.
I saw Durham take some
Nah.
damage because Durham was caught in the same breath as me. I cannot tell if Whispers is hurt, but
No, I'm good.
okay. Having not used, I gotta check my ranges real quick here. I think everybody's in range 25, 20. Yep, okay. As much as I would like to cut off those bugs from attacking us, I need to not die to to another attempt to drain my heat, because Ember Prime's fire is looking more than a little reduced here. I don't have the spell in my. Well, I will roll it from D&D Beyond. I am casting Mass Cure Wounds on myself. I have 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius. So, myself, Renier, Durham,
I have full health.
Zal, Basar, I guess then Whispers, if Whispers is even a little bit hurt.
Nah, full health.
Okay, well, I'm wasting one person worth of health. I can live with that.
It's okay.
That's good things for us,
Very generous.
actually.
Oh,
Very generous.
that is a terrible healing roll the moment it makes its way to. What?
Hey, that's
What?
not nothing.
16.
Mhm.
It's not nothing, but 1 and a 2 on my d8s. Not helping me here.
You put Bazaar back to full health. So what do you mean?
There you go. It's like you didn't take your full body weight.
Exactly.
And then I am going to back up a little bit so that I stop getting hit by breath weapons coming through the wall. Actually, I'm going to move forward so that doesn't happen.
Okay, cool. Going under the little overhang here.
Yeah, I just want to be up against the wall.
Cool.
Which I
Anything else?
realize takes me out of line of sight of Durham. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Very good. All right, this little guy over here. Boy, he's lost sight of everyone.
Damn, that's crazy. He should open his eyes.
Damn, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man.
I'm sorry. It was an instinct. I'm sorry.
It was funny. It was funny. Okay, I'm just checking to see like how much distance can they get on this here. Hell yeah. I like this a lot. Okay. Whispers, you hear something on the far side, though you're having a hard time seeing this creature over here due to your height, the wall also on the other side, and due to where it is. But that stops being a problem as it makes a ice rail that comes up and over top of this wall and runs right to you up here.
Toy.
You see the ice rail like connect up to the platform you were on, and this thing reaches out and tries to bite you.
Mm.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes, sure do.
Okay.
Reaction to habit, whatever that's called.
The uncanny dodge?
Yeah, that one.
He doesn't have that. He's just having the damage. He's just having the damage.
I just no.
No, I don't think I'll take that. Holy, these are high numbers on this die. Okay.
Oh, good thing I got
Good thing, it's a good thing you declared that, my friend. Though I think the ability is you could declare it after I say how much damage it is. Of course.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You would have taken a total of 32 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be halved. Do you have any cold resistances?
I sure do.
Okay.
Ooh.
8 of the damage is cold damage. Boy, how does the order of operation here
So
on here go?
12?
Resistance first, then his. No, it's got to be his main reduction, right?
Yeah, and then. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
functionally, it's the same.
I think it's the same,
Half,
especially because it's
half.
yeah. So the 8 would reduce down to 2 cold damage. So you'll have it'll 32 to 16, and then minus another 2 off that.
Okay, 14.
Yeah, 14 total. Yep.
Ooh, still got 10 hit points.
Well, yeah, you got one.
All right, still got 10 hit point. No plurals here.
Okay. It has bitten you. Cool. As it bites, a couple of hands reach out, grab hold of you. You are now grappled with the creature, but it took the whole distance it could to travel to you, so it actually can't take you away from here.
Oh my god.
So you are just grappled right now with it, as it's trying to bite and get the heat out of you any way it can. Okay, the Ice Weaver Queen. If she ends her turn in the jam, then the dawn hits her.
Yeah.
The spike
Spike
growth was cast where she sees it. Durham, can you read me what it says about when the creature sees your spike growth?
I don't think the creature can see the spike growth.
It 100% says if the creature
Yeah,
sees
make
the
a
spike growth.
perception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
It tries to. It has
Yeah,
to like
it's
roll
when you
attack.
cast it where a creature
Oh.
can see you doing it,
I
then
gotcha.
they have a chance to know that it's bad.
So actually, she's
Perception
blind.
check
If you didn't know.
against spell save.
Uh, what are you asking for at this point?
It's what does it say? It tells you in the spell of like what to do when you cast it in front of a creature that can see it, right? Any creature that okay, it's any creature that can't. Okay, any creature that can't see the area. Okay, that's the verbiage it says. Okay, any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a check
Oh,
to
it's a
recognize it.
hiding.
She certainly can see it and sees that it is all spiky and nasty. But you did put it around her. Okay. That's what we were trying to. I didn't
Okay.
remember if it was like they have to check to know it's dangerous. But I see the verbiage there on that. Okay, cool. Boy, what is she gonna do? Well, this
What the hell is that?
this difficult terrain is bad. This spike is definitely bad for sure. Mm-hmm. And she can only do a little bit of that. Okay. Okay. I know what she will do here. Okay. You see, she also forms an ice rail to glide on. But Adam, she is gonna move through some of this spike growth in order to do so. So
Okay.
can you roll me 2d4 as she does tear her carapace a little bit in moving. 5 ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Um the last person, honestly, the first person who shot her. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. A little bit of the carapace gets sliced apart. She glides on the rail. This rail takes her up about 10 feet, then sliding down towards you, Renier, as you have injured her, and you are the closest uh, heat source as well, on top of that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, she's going to try to do a bite on you.
Okay. I'm going to use the blood curse of the eyeless,
Ooh, okay.
and I will amplify this.
Okay, so it's -2 to the attack
Oh,
roll.
what I should have said was I was actually calculating that. I know I rolled a low number, but I was going to my calculator right now to type in my -2 to my health for my amplification.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Should have
No,
said that out loud.
no, you're fine.
But let me roll that d6 to the minus to the attack. Hey, there we go. We're square.
Okay, okay. um, okay. Okay, and then they are the curse is affecting them for any additional attacks that they make this turn. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. -2. What is your AC?
Currently a 17, I believe. I was just double checking that. 13 plus. Yes, 17.
17. Okay. The -2 brings the attack from a 20 to an 18.
All right.
All right, so the bite gets a hold of you.
Mhm.
Bite. See, these are much lower numbers. That's going to be 17 points of damage. Do you
Yep.
have any cold resistances?
No.
Okay, cool. 17 points of damage. You are also grappled by her.
Mhm.
Just double check what our movement has been. Incredible. This rail, as she bites you, and you are picked up in her much larger clutches. Um, this rail she's on, like she's grabbing you while moving on the rail, right? Comes down, gets you. The rail comes up. It's about like she's like 10 feet off the ground to like get you as it is. This kind of threads this little broken needle here as it's moving up and up. And she is pulling you. She's able to move much farther than the other guys. You were pulled with her. And you and her are both collectively like 40 feet up on a ice rail. But that is her turn. Oh yeah, this little guy here. You know they're gonna drain that heat, baby.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Hold on, let me just double check. Okay. It's the ice lane that acts a little different. Hell yeah. Um, excellent. This guy moves up because he wants to get Durham and Basar. Cool. Can I get Durham and Basar to make DC 16 Dex saving throws? Okay, you guys both pass. It's cold damage, so Basar takes nothing. And Durham, this is cold damage, which I think your absorb elements is still on. Is 28 cold damage halved.
I think I have to cast it again. That was in my last turn.
How long does it say it lasts? Doesn't it last some amount of time, or is it just the
I think it's
damage
a
that you
round.
get?
Yeah. I think it's just for the one attack, actually.
You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn.
Yeah, my next turn already started.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But I will cast it again.
Okay, cool. So 28 halved, and then you have that again.
Okay.
So 28 turns to 7. And okay, cool. Basar's immune. You take 7. Jeez. Okay, hell yeah. That's all it gets to do. Renier,
Okay.
you are grappled by this thing as it is pulling the heat from your body once more.
Yeah. Cool. We are going to start by trying to make better use of the. Oh, actually, hold on. You know, not that. How's Miss Thing looking? How's her blood situation? How's
She
she
do.
doing?
She is injured. You and other people have injured her for sure. She still seems quite capable. Not quite bloody.
Okay. Um, what I am going to do is blood curse. I'm going to blood curse her. Going to mark her with my bonus action. And I think I am going to choose to amplify this. I also have realized I haven't rolled my con saves for the last couple times I've taken damage, so let me roll my amplification die first. Ow! Okay. And then I will roll my con saves for my concentration.
Okay, should be pretty good.
I should be
You
okay,
should, yeah,
but
you should be okay.
we'll see. Because I've taken damage from her too. Okay, yeah, that would have been back when she bit me, so a 2 would not save. Oh, let me. I have. Sorry, I'm not used to having spare
Yes.
Okay, there it is. Bye-bye.
That's the dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The light of Lathander leaves the snowy plains.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the rest of my turn. Yes, we are going to mark her. We'll have taken that damage. So I'm going to put the crossbow to the roof of her mouth and just blind feel. I know exactly how to operate this machine, so I don't have to look and just try to uh, force light energy through her skull.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. At advantage for this first attack. Ah,
22 hits.
didn't like seeing that 3. Did not like seeing that 3. Um, extra 1d6 of radiant. Thank God. And
22 hits.
you son of a bitch. uh, yes.
That's that.
Golly.
Yeah, there is all like an actual portion of the like head does blow out. Not any not a mortal wound. But like there's a lot of crazy ichor coming out, and like there's an instant when it happens, like and the blood sprays on you, like it's hot, like scalding hot.
Oh,
But these things are also like cold at the same time. It's a very strange experience being combating these things.
awesome.
Anything else?
While I'm grappled, I'll just dig my boot into the hole that I've blasted in her, but that'll be it.
Okay, cool. Incredible. At the end of your turn, um, she's actually going to use her legendary action to just try to bite you again.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. She does have advantage from grappling you.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to blood curse her again.
Okay.
And I'll amplify this so that all of her ongoing turns for this round will be with a minus d6.
Okay.
I'm rolling the d6 for my damage for me first. Okay. Ow. And then a -2 for this bite attack.
Okay. All right. They rolled a nat 20.
Cool.
Silvery barb.
It's still worth it. Thank you.
Silvery barbs from the ground.
It's
From
so nice
Bandit
of you.
Lord's blessing. I got one on it. Waiting.
Oh god. Can you populate silvery?
We love
Yeah,
it.
You hear like the Doppler effect as Renier shouts, "Appreciate it."
it is just barely within range still, even
It's
up.
certainly within
God.
range, even
Just
up.
it's very close to not it's not gonna be here in a second.
Yeah. Given even though she makes a bigger rail, but given her size, I think at several points you even like you see like her Rainier being like picked up and slammed against the ice a few times. Yeah, I think you can see her to trigger this.
Yeah.
Cool. Let
What
me
if
roll again.
it's not a nat 20 again?
Please, a nat 20 again.
If you
Okay.
get it, you deserve it.
With the minuses, it most certainly fails. The silvery barbs has saved you.
From the ground.
I'm kissing you on the mouth when I find out you're not dead, Zal.
Okay, Vizal, it is your turn.
Yeah, I use half of my movement speed to getting to my feet from prone with these legs is perplexing. It's kind of just doing like a straight vertical rise. I will fuck. I'm going to use one action to
He
cast.
will fuck.
I will fuck.
I will.
I'm gonna cast one instance of protection from energy on myself because I need to at least have a chance of surviving.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you should assign the advantage from your silvery barbs. Layla's
Oh,
yes.
right.
Yeah, I will assign it um uh to it's gonna I know you don't want it. It's gonna be you, Laylas, because you just saved me.
Oh.
So I cast protection of energy on myself. I stand up. I'm going to use my legs. I will get another. At that point, I will have used half, so I'll only get 30 because I'll double my movement speed. I will run away from you, Laylas.
Goodbye. Oh, okay. What the fuck?
I just get up against this wall. And then with my second action, I will cast. I'll take a page and cast Mass Cure Wound.
On the Ice Reavers.
Yes, on for sure.
Yep.
This is the people I can currently get. The template left me. It's just gonna be me, Ember. I think Laylas is fine, but it's gonna be Laylas anyway. Durham. I cannot get Renier.
Yeah, sounds like everybody but Renier because they're going to be way out of range.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. How much healing?
Roll.
18, pretty good.
Well, better than nothing.
They're all above half.
And that's my turn.
That is a good turn.
I got my back pressed against the wall. I'm presenting a low profile.
I actually wish the queen was closer so I could drain heat people. But she's gonna at the end of your turn, she's gonna try to take a bite out of crime.
Can't help you anymore. You're on your own out there.
It's okay. It's just me and my minus D6 against the world. -1, Sean.
Minus one, okay. That's a 26 to hit.
Cannot help.
That'll do.
That'll do. That's gonna be 27 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I'm up. I'm good.
There you go.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you mark her? Like,
Yeah, but
I did, but the
should
mark
take damage
only.
from that. Oh, I'm thinking
Oh,
Brand. Never mind. I'm thinking Brand. I'm thinking
Correct.
the thing.
Yeah. I've been. I've been thinking
look
about
out
it,
that
but I
keep
want
that
that
up on the
dragon sense.
dragon. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important.
Okay. This little guy over by Durham and Basar, they're just not. These boys are just not smart enough. That's the real deal thing. Is oh, hang on. Let's see. Their drain heat does not recharge. They simply rush to the closest heat source, Basar, and then begin biting the boy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Um,
I'm worried
20,
about Basar eating you in your sleep.
23 to hit Basar.
That does hit.
Does hit. For 23 points of damage as well. 4 of it is cold, however. 19 is piercing, so they're going to take 19 damage.
He could pay it back.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Durham.
How's that queen looking?
High on her rail. Looks like the rail actually looks like she's about to like take a turn and curve to the left.
Okay.
Like heading in a western direction, cardinally on the map. She it looks like she's eating Renier currently.
That's no good.
Yeah, it's no good. She's 40 feet up on the rail. Um, you can see her from
Mhm.
certain attacks. She'll have like some amount of cover from them.
All right. Yeah, I will just run back this way and
As you run, you actually exit this creature's attack range, and
okay.
he tries to snatch out at you as well, with only a 15 to hit, which does not.
Yeah, that will not do it. I will. Let's do this. Where'd that spell- There. With my bonus action, you will see me transform into Great Tree as I have done before. Then I will send spores shooting out at Queen, which I now do with advantage.
That's
Ah,
huge.
damn.
Hey, let me tell you,
Nice.
her little bit of cover ain't gonna help against a 31.
Fucking get her, Durham.
Okay, this is a necrotic damage, right?
It is.
Okay.
She
Oh,
can't
yeah.
heal if she's been healing. It occurs to me they eat cold, so maybe they eat warm.
They eat warm.
Eat
Yeah.
them warm.
She has been healing from the she
Good.
healed with the when she's absorbing the heat, but the
Cool.
biting hasn't been healing her at all.
Good to know.
It or Durham.
Okay. Hey, that's a heck of a thing. Spike growth was concentration. It looked like I saw something
Yeah,
pop up
spike growth
says
is off.
I just want to
I'll
make
get rid of
sure.
that.
Cool. You see Durham as your spike growth goes away, like there's like little larva that was crawling out and just like scraped across the spike growth and
Awesome.
you get a couple ancillary little tiny bugs that could have survived to live again a new generation, but not today. The exterminators are
Right.
Okay, incredible. Okay, at the end of your turn, the Ice Weaver Queen will use your last legendary to take another bite out of Renier. See if she can get to that real warm core. They are making an attack against you. Is it
It's
your
all. Oh
react?
yeah, yeah. It's because it hasn't been my turn yet. She is still under this effect.
Okay, cool.
-5.
-5. Okay, that takes her 27 to a 22. But that could have affected it in a huge way. 5 is awesome.
Okay.
It's the advantage that got you from being
Yeah,
grappled.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bite. Okay, she bites you for 22 points of damage.
Oh, okay. All right. We are breathing.
Still good. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like incising parts of you open. The rest of you are seeing like this beautiful blue whitish ice rail. There's a real ruddy looking part around where the ice queen and Renier are. Just looks like a way too much blood up there. Okay, Laylis, that's you.
Okay. I see it doesn't say anything, but Durham turns into a tree, right? Effectively, it's a tree, or is it just Durham with leaves?
No, it's pretty much a tree. I mean, you can see it moving around, but yeah, it looks like a tree.
Yeah, he gain like he doesn't become a tree. He does like assume a very tree-like form, but he is not like he is not a tree mechanically.
Yeah, you
Oh,
cannot climb me.
okay, then never
Well,
mind.
maybe if you ask. What were you trying to do? Like, what was
I
your
was
thought?
going to use him as a stepping stool to get up to the platform again.
Okay.
He
Um.
answered that though. Not
Okay.
climbing the not
Well,
climbing the
yeah, he's not. Well, does it make you taller? No, it does not make you taller. I'd say maybe it makes you a little bit taller, going into one of these forms. But the platform above is like still like 30 feet, so you'd still be clearing like 20 some odd feet, on a vertical leap. That's look. If you want to make an attempt, if you nat 20 it, you do it.
Yeah, that's such a high risk though. Okay,
Or
wait.
sorry, I don't remember what things you have advantage on. You might just have an advantage on an attack or a
I think
saving
it's
throw.
just an advantage on an attack.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you even this though, because like I don't think your vertical leap would be high enough normally, right? But then like
Mm-hmm.
this time of stress and all that, I'll say on a 19 or 20 on the die, not your total roll, but on the
Oh, I
die.
was like, I can get the total roll. What you
Yeah,
mean?
your total roll you could probably get to, yeah. But if you hit 19 or 20 on the die, you'll be able to make this grand leap.
So effectively, if I do that, that puts me 10 here, 20 to go up, and then I would still have this. I would be, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make the roll first because this seems like it's the most effective in my head. And what is this roll again? Athletics?
In athletics, yeah, or acrobatics.
Oh, nope, definitely gonna be athletics. 1 second. Okay.
Oh, that was close. I'd say
Tragedy.
for I'd say for this, you climb up, bound onto one of Durham's significantly larger arms now, make the leap up towards it,
Mm-hmm.
and you just fall a few feet short. Um, that is gonna send you down to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
right here. I'm not gonna give you any fall damage, but you are gonna land prone.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy talk.
Okay. Oh, I got 40. I used 10, 15. I can use my other half to stand back up. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, then he's just gonna pull his bow out. He's like, well, that didn't work. So never you mind.
Okay. Who are you shooting at?
Oh, apologies. With Queen.
You're shooting at the queen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They're obviously the big one.
Oh, you put him up there. This
Yeah.
whole time I was looking at the one in front of Ember Prime. I was like, oh, that's the Queen. Yeah, that's
No,
definitely the Queen.
that's the normal size one.
Ugh.
12 will not hit. Ooh, a 19 will not hit with the cover because she's elevated and on one of those rails, right? So like you can see her to target her, but she
Mhm.
has it's actually 2 points of cover, which just gets her to 20.
Ah, okay. Well, let's see. Oh, I bonus action. Bonus action, Basara gets his bite back.
Hell yeah. That hits.
Yep.
Okay, that's a big bite on these guys.
Okay. Well,
Hey, we made some moves. We tried some things. It's
yeah.
all good.
I would have planned that better if I would have really noticed that that's where you put them. This whole time I was staring directly at this one in front of Ember. I was like, that's where they're at.
That's right. I got him.
Uh,
I got him.
All
Uh,
point. That one is up with whispers, not near Ember Prime.
yeah, technically, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This might become crucial in a minute.
Whispered, you are grappled by this creature.
Which means I'm at disadvantage, correct?
Actually, I think it just
No.
means
Nope.
you can't move.
No?
Your speed is
Yeah.
0. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. All
You
right.
are
Command
grappled,
word.
but not restrained.
Then
Yeah,
I
you
don't
still
need to
got sneak
go
attack, baby girl.
anywhere. This guy
I
fucked up. All right.
don't-
Sorry.
I don't think you can steady aim when your speed is 0, right?
That's the only
That's
time you
actually,
can steady aim.
yeah.
So
Well, it makes your
It
speed
makes
0.
your
You know
speed
what?
0.
You know your stuff. I haven't played a
Hold on, I'm
rogue
looking it up
in
right
ages,
now.
so
Da da
Yeah.
da.
Yeah. What does it say?
Features. Let's look it up. Steady aim.
only if you haven't moved. Has nothing to do with your
Well,
speed. You
Yeah.
are
Mhm,
Yeah, it
mhm.
turns
this is
your
a
speed
sick
to
hack.
0 until the end
Yeah.
of the turn.
That's
It's
very
pretty
good.
sick.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it's your opportunity while grappled
Yeah.
to shank something hard.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
Yep.
you
Yep.
shut one eye, you line it up.
Free action to.
Oh, it's standing up. That's what I was thinking of. You can't do while your speed is 0.
Yeah,
That's,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking because we had
Yeah.
just been reading.
Yeah.
We were
That
just
makes
talking
sense.
about all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, we're
Sorry,
talking so
that
much
was
about walking.
I
what's in my
tried
brain.
like crouching down to hide once, and it was not allowed. Yeah, turning my skirmisher's bow into a skirmisher's blade. Steady aim and fuck this guy.
Wait, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's so fucking
So
awesome.
close.
That was super close to a crit. Okay. You have 25 hits.
All right, not bad. Let's see how this does.
Okay. This creature has you grappled. It is
Ooh.
drawing the crucial heat from your heart and lungs, but you are not ready to die and join the other whispers today. How do you strike out with the skirmisher's blade?
I'm just all right. So I'm just gonna like the bow is like really close to my chest because I'm like squeezed in right now, and so it just like suddenly turns into a sword, and with just like a circular motion, I cut off all of its little grapply things on me, and then just right into the face.
Cool. That's
And
very cool.
then we're gonna Whales of the Grave, and I will hit the one closest to me right here.
Okay. You will not be able to see them given that you cannot move and you are up on a like 30 feet
Okay.
up, not
Yeah.
near the back edge.
Can
Yeah.
I see this one over here?
Yeah, I think you probably
Okay.
could.
Then it's going to him. Aw. That does not feel good.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Cool. You're obviously ungrappled as the creature's carcass lies before you. The ice rails stay. They don't dissipate when these creatures die. They're real physical structures. Okay, Ember Prime. You heard an insect screech, and there's a weird colored ichor kind of dripping a bit between the ice rail and the stone platform above you.
Yep. Yep. See, I was worried. I don't have a whole lot of things that I think could help Renier out here, but I did. Then you mentioned the ice rail that she's building, and I suddenly was like, "Wait, that's a solid surface for a wall of fire, right on this bug queen." So that's what I'm gonna do. You want some heat, bitch? I got heat for you. Ember Prime is looking a little fucking crazy right now. She is running through the snow trying to get her friend back.
Okay. What are you casting here?
I'm casting Wall of Fire.
Okay.
Because she is creating this ice rail, there is a solid surface within 120 feet of me to place it on.
Yeah. Do you need to see the surface? Because you are
create a
down
wall of
below,
fire on
and
a
she
solid
is up
surface
above.
within range. You can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high. I'll just populate this.
Yeah, you might have to angle slightly to be able. Mm,
I mean, if I
I
can see her poking up, I figure I can do the circular wall of fire, which is one of the options. A ringed wall
Around,
of
like-
20 feet in diameter, around her resting on the ice.
like on the abdomen, which would be the biggest thing that we could see if she's
I mean, I
facing
guess-
that direction.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just put it on her, but I'm not sure that counts as a surface because that's
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not a solid surface for it. The problem is, you are down below, they are up above. You can't see the surface that they are standing on, right? You can see that there is a like
But I can
a
see the edge of the rail that she is building, right? And I can see that she is sitting above the edge of the rail. I can't
yeah,
really
you
can
could, yeah,
can I
you
pencil?
see the
Like I'm
edge of the rail,
imagining
yeah.
that's not going to work. Drawing tools. Here we go. This might. Nope, that's a rectangle. How do I delete that? Delete that.
You're fine. No, no, like using the edge surface of the rail, because they do kind of, it might. I don't know if I've described it.
Yeah.
I've tried to. They curve a bit, right, on the
Yeah.
sides. Yeah.
Or like
So
that. I figure I can target like right there. Nope,
um
that arrow is wrong. Like right there on the lip.
yeah. I'll allow it. I don't think you can see that surface. Again, you are below and it's 40 feet up. I've never seen the surface of anything 10 feet up in my lifetime, right? So, like, could you? I don't think so, but
But I
I
assume
think it's
also that
clever
she did
enough.
not create it 40 feet up. She had to build a ramp to do that. She did not just fly 40 feet into the air and begin creating the thing,
Huh.
right? Because she picked Renier up off the ground.
Yeah,
Renier was 15 feet from
yeah,
Ember Prime
her
when that happened.
rail does this. This is what her rail is doing. So it goes down here and then goes
So
up again.
how?
So
So
this
like
Oh.
area
its
would
lowest
be
elevation is 10 foot high at its lowest,
So you'd
right?
have to start it all the
down
way back here and run it up the ramp.
I mean, I am happy to use my movement to climb onto the rail and go to. I'm stuck on a polygon. God damn it!
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the
I
fact.
can't get rid of this.
No, I'm allowing you to do it. I'm just saying, like, I don't actually think you can see the surface, but I just like the moment, right?
I can't get rid of the
For it. But
drawing.
I do not think you can actually see any of the top surface that they are standing on. But I'm happy to let you do the wall of fire, man.
Okay. That will just require a whatever my DC is, 17 dexterity saving throw on her
Yeah.
part.
But walk me through it again.
Okay.
Renier is grappled by the creature. You're casting a wall of fire.
Sure am.
And what is the shape you're using?
I am trying to. Well, I guess if I do the ring, I'm not going to. I am trying to cut her off, trying to prevent her from continuing on this ramp that she has created.
Oh, okay.
With the damage pointing at her, so that she would have to back away from up.
Yeah, cool.
Up
Use
the
the AOE
Renier.
tools for circle, right? Just draw the radius and then place it so we know like where you're trying to put the thing.
Renier's gonna get a little toasty.
Yeah, Renier is going
Yeah,
to
the reason we're being so specific is Renier's grappled by the creature, and it's like
Absolutely.
I need to know what you're attempting to do.
I think this is going to give me a wall instead of.
Yeah, if you do it from the spell, it's only going to do the wall. But if you just use the AOE tools and just use the circle to do your radius,
Oh, okay.
then you have your circle. You can move that wherever you want. We can get a sense for what's happening here.
Measurement control. Measurement control.
Yeah, second one down on the left from the person at the top. Yeah, measurement control.
Template.
Circle template.
I'm not sure exactly how wide it is, but it would basically be that's a 15-foot.
Well, you can make a ringed
ring
wall
wall
up
20
to
foot in
20 feet.
diameter.
Yeah, up to 20 feet in diameter.
Yeah, diameter, not radius, and just. Do I want to center it on her, or do I want to have it? I want to have it a little bit off of her so that it Like there is an empty space in the middle of the ring. I want her to, if she's going to try to continue through it, like she would have to go through empty space and then into more fire, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
More fire. Yeah. Her current trajectory, right, is the rail. She's looking to maneuver in this direction. She
Okay.
is not doing it yet because she can't.
She is,
But like you can see the curvature.
perfect.
Yeah.
So it'd be like there. Oh, there is an option to place measured template, which is no, that's not what I would do.
That's probably still a wall. That's probably still like a
It
straight
is still
line.
a wall. So she
Yeah,
would need
yeah.
to make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay. I don't see a way that Renier gets to escape this. Like they're grappled, right? Renier is not here. They are not there.
Yeah.
They are not there. They
are
are
together.
everywhere.
Yep.
They are
I
together
am
and
trying to get her to not run away with Renier. I
Yeah.
fully recognize Renier is in danger from this wall as well, but better he is in danger, but with us than in danger and off wherever
somewhere. Yeah.
this
Sure.
bug is trying to take.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
this
Okay.
is my one option.
Okay. We'll need a deck save from Renier, and then I'll need a deck save from the Ice Queen myself.
Absolutely love to Death Ward Renier. I cannot do it without getting to touch Renier. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to try. I think I'm gonna roll this inspiration.
Yeah, sure. You have like a
Fuck.
plus. You have like a real high bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, but no luck.
I got one if you
So-
want to use it.
okay, I can give you the one that I got earlier.
Question.
I'll take one of them.
Who rolls first on saving throws?
Okay.
It is simultaneous.
Yeah, it's somewhat simultaneous.
Okay.
But what are you aiming to do?
Well, can I see? I get it doesn't matter. It's okay.
I think once the wall of fire occurs, nobody sees
Right.
Yeah.
Renier anymore, right?
Right.
That wall is going to obscure everything up
Yes.
Mhm.
there.
Hey, Ted, just for clarity, I'm going to delete one of my inspirations.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, a
That saved
23.
me.
Okay. Your wall. I see wall of fire damage here. 24.
24.
Okay. So you'll take half of that, Renier.
Oh God.
The flames surround you. All of a sudden, you are engulfed in fire. For a moment, you think, this thing has got me. It's ripped me open. The heat is my hot blood escaping in this cold environment. And there is screaming and screeching from you and this creature. And you're having a hard time seeing everything because of the flames. And you suddenly fall and slam into what is soothingly cool ice now as the fire is raging around you. And you see this Ice Weaver Queen looming over you before they just slump down. You finally see beyond their large head. The rest of their body is just scorched black by all this. And even in these, like the last moments of this Ice Weaver Queen, you can see her drawing air to pull this heat into her, and in doing so, almost kills themselves from these flames. But Ember Prime, you have destroyed the Ice Weaver Queen with the wall of fire.
All right. Do I fall to the ground or just to the?
No, you're on the rail. The rails don't
Okay.
disappear. They're not magical constructs. They're real physical structures. You just drove through a city of. You're in a city of them.
I just wanted to make sure nothing like shattered.
Like they
or
don't
something.
melt or something.
Yeah. They,
Okay.
well, actually, there's
They probably will, given enough time in
Boy.
the wall of fire.
Oh, actually, that's a
It's-
super great
well,
question.
the problem is it's gonna flash. It's gonna like flash fire, so it's actually going to melt faster than normal. a little
But
bit.
but it
But
has
not
been
like
carrying a
smashed
very
steel.
large
True.
creature.
It is built
Yeah,
different.
it's
It is
particularly
built
thick.
different.
It is built different. Actually, that amount of fire damage, you are correct. The whole section you and this ice queen are on, as it like collapses dead, and you're like, you've just slid down to be just under the fire at this point, right? The fire is raging above you. You're like a foot or two away from it. You're like, oh, thank God I'm out of this. And then you hear the cracking, and then the whole section collapses. So the wall of fire is in the air on right now as Renier falls and the ice cream body falls.
Reaction feather fall.
Okay,
Like
reaction.
with like
Whoa.
as you fall, I catch you like 20 feet from the ground. As I just have like a blip before featherfall goes off.
Oh my god.
That is, you are. Oh my God, you're 50 feet away. Oh my
Oh
God,
my god.
I just measured it out. I was like, oh.
incredible, incredible. You're thankful for the feather fall as the heavy ice cream body slams into the ground, and you could have been under it. But you
I
land.
drift down to on top of it.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing.
Fucking, I lived.
Amazing. What a turn, Ember Prime.
Yeah, the
Fucking,
casting
yeah.
of that featherfall and the speed wasn't even like a series of notes. It was just one scree as the like all the notes compressed into just the
Anything else
Like
for Miss Prime?
trombone slide.
yeah.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay, this little guy here. Ooh, nope. Closest is Bazaar. Whispers is actually just a little bit further away. Um, you see, those on the ground that I guess can get a line on this guy. It makes like a chittering noise, and these two begin like kind of communicating for a moment. This one here creates an ice lane and rushes towards Basar. And tries to take a bite at a Basar. It's 28 to hit Basar.
That does.
It does.
Yes, indeedy.
It's going to be the cold Basar is immune to, so 18 points of piercing.
I mean, okay.
So dimension is
That's
10.
you already subtracted that from the cold damage, correct?
Yes, yeah, 18 piercing is what's left.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 27, but 18 piercing is what's left.
Okay.
Hell yeah. This guy here, he grabs Basar, his ice rail goes upward, 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 and he and Basar are here, 30 feet up. Basar is currently grappled by the guy.
I was like, is he trying to drop a three-headed dragon with wings on its back?
No, they're doing their thing, which is snatch and try to pull away.
Oh, okay.
That is all that they can do. Renier, you're on. You're safely atop the corpse of the Ice Queen.
Yeah, so there's a flaming circle in the sky that I'm drifting down out of on top of a carcass. And
thick
none of that had
sky.
anything to do with him, so he's kind of shook. Uh, let's see. I think I could I can jump down from the Ice Weaver's corpse and run this way in the sound of more creatures. This one here is still alive and on the ground.
Still alive. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
All right.
On the ground. Yep.
Okay. Shake my head clear and let's line her up. 13.
13 misses.
Yeah, that's okay.
rare
Lost a lot of
miss.
blood.
Yeah. Yo!
Ooh!
That's not a miss.
That is
Oh.
not a miss.
Oh.
Is that Doncaster attack roll correct?
Uh-huh.
4-2. You're only getting 7. You're not.
Oh wait, hold on.
You're missing either your dex or your proficiency bonus in there. Because
I
I'm assuming
am.
it's
Yeah,
2
my
for the archery
proficiency, I
fighting
think.
style and 1 for the weapon.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
off.
So the other attack is a 17, actually.
Oh, then they both would hit.
Okay.
Let's. How do you dispatch this on the brink of your own demise?
Yeah, as I'm staggering and leaving a visible trail of my own gore behind me, just recenter, take another breath, 1, 2, and then use my last 5 feet of movement to get within eye line of someone that I recognize. That'll do.
Incredible. Crossbolt hits. The thing takes a step and then just collapses down, steaming for a moment before the ice and cold take over.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I think as like you guys who could have seen it just saw it get and then it drop.
Zaul.
So this thing has
44
Basar and
fucking
is
damage
up,
from
right?
one shot.
I could have really used that while I was in that thing's mouth earlier.
Is this
Yeah, yeah. Imagine if that thing was undead. How much extra
Oh
would
god.
be on there too? Ice rail, 30 feet up. You actually see like this. The Ice Queen built. There's a larger rail in the sky,
Yeah.
and this one
Here's
is
the
like,
thoroughfare.
yeah, this one is threading the needle through its. As it makes its own. You can see how easily these tracks begin to create a whole thing.
I will cast Firebolt at it.
Okay, it will have some amount of cover
Yeah,
as it
I
is
figured.
elevated.
I figured.
Yeah, it has a +2 cover right now, so it's
Yeah.
actually at 16 at the
Okay. I'll give Bardic Inspiration to let's go with Laylis. And then I'm
Okay.
going to is this like an overcropping or do I have to go around it?
No, you go under it. Yeah, yeah. It's 30. This is 30 feet
Yes.
up.
That's mostly what I'm trying to do is I don't know how many of them are left. I see the one, so I'm just trying to get down so it can't like come at me from the sky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe you're currently under this anyway, if I recall.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I
So,
ran that's true. I ran under it to get over
mhm.
here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, Bardic Inspiration to Laylis, and that's my turn.
Okay. Durham.
And this thing's 30 feet up in the air, but I can see part of it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, yeah. Much like the ice cream rat, like you can
Mhm.
see some of it because of its size, but it has a small cover.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it for targeting purposes. You just can see the
25.
surface it's on. I'm adamant about
Okay.
this.
Yeah, why not? I'd whip my right arm forward, which now just looks like a tree branch, towards this thing, and a couple of the what used to be fingers extend out like small branches as I try and thorn whip this guy.
Okay.
Uh, and I make it an advantage because of my guardian of nature situation.
Okay. 28 beats a 16.
And I'm going to try and pull him 10 feet closer to me off of this rail.
Okay. I was gonna say, let's see the damage. Okay. Hell yes. Yeah. You pull it 10 feet closer to you. I mean, that just pulls it off the rail.
Yeah.
And then it falls 30 feet. Takes 7 bludgeoning damage in the process, landing prone. Visar left on top of the rail, 30 feet up.
I have a weird question for you. I have polearm mastered. Is it falling into my range count?
Let's see the wording of Polar Master.
Let me see if I can find where the heck it is here. Hold
Polar Master. While you're wielding the glaive, other creatures provoke off attacks when they enter your reach. He sure seems to have entered your reach, my friend. He
Excellent.
enters your reach before he hits the ground, actually.
Yeah, so with my other arm, I will swing at this guy like I'm swinging a baseball bat.
Okay. Adam, you need 7 points of damage. 25 hits.
With the BAE pack.
Yo! Yo!
Whoa.
You crack him as it's falling, driving him into the ground and crater him into the what remains of the stonework and ice here. And this creature is just smooshed by the tree man.
Are you all right, Bizarre?
Yes.
That's it for me.
Okay, incredible. We're using Zal or Basar, just to be clear.
I was asking Bizarre. because he
Basar,
was the-
okay. I
right, he-
I
yeah.
thought so.
He was
Yeah,
the
you
one
did-
in this creature's mouth, so
He
Yeah.
was right next to me.
I think Zal. I like Zal answering anyway.
yeah. Well, like I like Zal answering because I whip around and realize, oh wait, Zal's under this thing here.
Yeah, I'm like
Oh, hello.
crouched a little.
Yeah, he's real small, right? Yeah, I think you see one of Basar's like heads kind of peek up and over the rail and kind of like says something in Draconic, but you get a sense for like you think he's saying thank you.
Hold on, I got tongues up.
Oh yeah, he's saying
Ember still have tongues up from when we
Oh, that's
did it
right. We
out.
tried to talk to these things.
Yeah, we
yeah,
tried
yeah,
to-
yeah, yeah. You do have tons of yeah.
Gotta
Then
do
you
Yeah.
would have.
That's not
You,
concentration.
Yeah.
let me double check.
Holy shit! Bizarre can actually talk?
Whoa.
This is the first time any of the rest of us are noticing.
Hey.
I was checking to see if you could actually understand any of these creatures, but they don't have a language, so it wouldn't translate
never
their
mind,
their insect speech to each other. But Basara translates his little Draconic.
Yeah.
He says one of the heads comes up and it does say thanks, Tree Man, in Draconic. Another head pops up and says, "We had it. Just a moment more." And another head pops up and says, "You know, this place isn't so bad once you get used to it." Okay. With that, you have dispatched what remained of the Ice Weaver hive here, destroying the queen, the eggs, and what soldiers were left. And all that remains is a glittering, icy railway running chaotically around, giving a structure to this ruin here. Combat comes to a close.
Oh, nice.
Everyone good?
Renier puts half a thumb into the air.
Made it.
Up.
Can somebody check the sky?
I'm just gonna patch you up real quick, Renier.
I walked away from that event with 2 HP. It was
Oh, nice.
it was sick as hell. It was
That's
actually
awesome.
why I asked about the bridge because I was like, I'm going down if that bridge ain't in.
my god,
Yeah,
that would have been crazy to like
Would've been
survive
really
all
funny.
that, but fall and get knocked out.
Yeah, honestly, he would have just woken up later and been like, "That feels right."
Yeah.
how
Wait, did I?
That is 17 for Renier.
Oh,
Not
how are you
letting
doing?
some giant bug walk off with you.
How are you
Laylis
doing
is
now,
gonna ask.
Renier and Laylis and Whispers? How are you doing? I can't like all your health bars look like you're all three of you are dead.
Oh,
I'm
I
dead.
didn't get touched.
Okay.
I still have one temp hit point.
Okay. Renier, you have 19 hit points now.
I currently have 19 hit points
Okay.
out of a possible 105.
Okay.
Normal.
I will as I revert back to Durham form, I will third level cast Healing Spirit on you.
Can I ask real quick before you do
Mm.
that? Do you just want to? Do you want some healing potions? I got 5.
Save, save them. Used them real good there. Keep that energy.
We can, I mean, we can also take a short rest. There's a good chance that
Yeah.
between some kindly spells and some potions and rest, Renier will be more than fine.
The healing spirit, if it's just Renier that uses it, right,
Yeah.
in the way it functions, how much additional healing will that give them?
I'm reading it now to try and figure that out.
Okay.
To all the fun math.
Yeah, you let us know the result of
Okay.
that. You find
Your
in the
wisdom mod +1 times however many d6. Because the spirit can only be used that many times.
Okay, so that's 18 d6.
Oh boy. I can't wait to watch this.
Ooh.
wait, your wisdom mod is how much? Is it 5?
Yeah, it's 5 plus 1, so that's 6
6. So it's 6
times the
times
3 dice.
Oh, it's 3. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
I
because
didn't know
upcast
you.
it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know you
Yeah.
upcast it. Okay. I was like, how is he getting that much out of the second level? Okay.
Is it a 4th level slot?
Wow.
Jesus.
I think you cast it at what? 3rd, right?
Yeah.
3rd?
Yeah, that's 2d6 pretty sure would be 12 dice. Because it starts at 1d6.
Oh, all right. Let me re-roll that then.
Woohoo!
I think that's almost a better outcome. Yo, that's huge. 40 ain't nothing. Holy. Okay. That takes a full minute. In this time that you all are beginning to tend to each other's wounds, you see Basar slides down the rail to its origin, and then bounds and flies its way back over to you, Laylis. He's having a really great time in the snow.
Ah, attaboy. You deserve a break.
Kind of tongue lolling off each head as they're has a very playful kind of attitude at the moment. Every now and then he bounds over to one of the corpses and takes a few bites out of it and runs around again. But during this time, it's only really a few mere moments before the cold just begins to get into you again. Nothing's pulling your heat away. It's just fucking cold outside. And as the adrenaline of the moment is kind of wearing down, your core temperatures begin to fall. And you just realize that it's just fucking cold and you're out in it again. What do you guys do?
Just to make a note of it, I'm going to. I don't know where the spell slots are any, anymore. I think I forgot how many I get as a first level.
Oh, yeah, yeah, because it looks like it doesn't list how many spell slots you have. Just you have spells.
I think it's 3, so I'm gonna mark it as 2, and I'm gonna double check. But I'm just gonna resummon Bassar so he's healed.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Everybody come in out of the wind and the
Oh,
snow.
okay.
Get in here. It's
mean-
not a lot better. It's slight. It's some.
It is slightly better.
Nope, I don't have it prepared. Never mind.
Okay, now if you could all form a semicircle around me.
Oops. That was my attempt to move.
Ember Prime explodes.
I have done that so many
I-
times. I used to
Uh,
do that with Merv
target.
all the
Nope, I
fucking
have to
time for
be
some
in the
reason.
range tool.
Yeah, it's the same tool used to draw it. There's a
Oh, right.
little-
I can
Yeah.
just target the center.
You can target the center and delete it, or there's a trash can in the template tool and all that. Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. Why don't we go inside? Are we worried about more bugs?
Maybe?
I mean,
I just wanted to be warm.
most of them probably got killed by what Durham sent in first, so it probably is. So long as that poison ain't still in the air, probably safer, warmer. I'll start shuffling towards the tower since that's where we want to be going
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You begin making your way. Zol, your circle of heat begins to
Yeah, just
dissipate.
fucking deflate. I'm already all stooped over in mage mode. Just stoop a little further.
Okay, cool. Stepping over and underneath some of the rails. At this point, kind of where a lot of you are. There's portions where you have to climb up some of the rocks because the Queen's ice rail came down a little too close there. Um, but you're able to get to where the tower is. There are, again, many bug corpses spread around. There are many inside. As you venture in cautiously, in case there are more, after a few moments, you're just met with the kind of howling noise the wind makes as it moves through the openings that go up the walls of this place. And again, it kind of makes like a weird flutish woodwind kind of sound as the wind moves through these open channels. And there you see the central edifice, a sculpture of that only an insect could create, made of ice and some kind of paper-like material that they've used to construct this tower in the center. um, where the queen was housed, and you see kind of attached to that tower, but torn at the top, like the large bulbous egg-laying portion of the queen. You see at the tail end of it, there's 3 fresh eggs that have been plopped out before it was stopped being able to do so. And you see these kind of they kind of have an icy sheen around the outside. It's not fully opaque. You can actually see that there is something in that egg, and it shifts every now and then.
Oh, nice. We love that. We love that for us.
Do we? Do we? That feels like that
They're
should just.
It's just a new pet, that's all. 3 of them, to be exact.
Enjoy it while you can, as Durham casts Chill Touch over and over again.
A circle of life.
Yeah, they wither and shrink a little bit in form as the moisture leaves for the new necrosis, and the forms within stop moving. At this point, the only things alive in this tower are you.
Oh.
Cool.
All right, there's a forge somewhere around here that should have the plans.
Do you figure it's down? Like they wouldn't put it up, right?
No, that's gonna be pretty heavy because you gotta carry all the fuel and stuff. So yeah, probably down.
Pull out the little wand.
I will summon a ball of fire to my hand.
I tap it like a conductor.
Very good. You find no secret doors, no traps of any kind.
Okay.
You summon a ball of fire, which there is some of the ambient light coming through multiple portions of the tower, so it's not it's not dark inside here. The light is dim. The fire helps illuminate more. You see from that light reflections of all these icy surfaces within this ruined tower. You Ember Prime, make a perception check. You have the light.
Perception with advantage because of my shield.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, oof.
Okay. You take you are looking. The rest of you obviously are in here looking around. Um, you notice for sure like there is no down here. There's some stairs that like wind their way up, but as you look up, they only go so far, and then there's nothing. The stairs aren't there anymore, and there's just the insect hive on the inside that is actually again giving real structural support to the outer walls of this thing, and then again just this central edifice that the queen had been attached to that goes up quite a bit into the tower. Um, uh, it actually, yeah, it actually goes all the way up to as tall as this tower structure is, which is roughly about 100 feet. The base is quite wide in the center of it.
Ah, well, it doesn't look like there is a down unless there's something hidden away. Maybe this is, and maybe all the bug stuff that's keeping the tower up is also blocking everything we would need.
Nah, one says there's nothing hidden.
Does it look like the stairs used to go down, but there was a cave in, or just dirt had collapsed in on whatever was below it?
Um, there is a lot of ruin here. Again, like this place is not in good shape, right?
Right.
Time and these creatures and whatever combat happened here, right? To eliminate the giants and all that, right? The place is not doing well. That is a difficult thing to determine whether or not digging anywhere would reveal something below. Um, just looking at like the baseline of the stairs are intact. It doesn't look
Mhm.
like they go down.
Okay.
Let me see if I can ascertain if the place remembers what it used to be. I'm gonna step into the ethereal plane and look around. And I know you had kind of mentioned down might not really be an option, but I have a lot of movement speed and like 2 rounds in here, so I could go down then back up if there was anything.
Oh, okay. The ethereal realm. Are you able to populate that ability?
Yeah. If I can remember what it's called. Ah. Oh, there. You know what? It's alphabetical. It's at the top.
There you go. Okay, Aether Walk. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And given the order of events and the amount of time I'm in the plane, theoretically, I can move a minimum of 70 feet um, before it, like, there and back kind of thing, to determine if something were below us. So I could go in one turn, I could go down 35, back up 35, and not interfere with the force damage
Okay.
mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
um, I assume like you tell the others you're doing this, or do you just do it?
I said I gave a weird line and then vanished temporarily.
Okay, all right. You all see not uncommon sight, but still fairly rare. Renier fading into view, and this strange kind of gray, wispy smoke kind of covers their escape for a moment, and then they are gone. Renier, in the ethereal here, um, it's one. It's not as cold.
Ooh.
It's not the cold the ethereal. I don't know what temperature the ethereal realm is, but it can't be
This
as
is
cold as
warm.
what this place is. So there's an immediate like wave of kind of like just relief of not being subjected to the cold all the time, um, and uh, you see there are no ethereal presences here, and no objects from the ethereals here, but you do see something strange that seems to be there's something strange about that central tower that the queen's lower body is still attached to, right? Kind of like physically molded onto it. Um, it doesn't like it's not like shining like a beacon, but like there's a strange glimmer to it. Um, Something is happening there, but it's not ethereal in nature. But you do catch there's something strange about it. Do you wish to venture down?
I think once I've clocked that, I'll take my first turn, use my movement to go to stand on top of that. And then in my next turn, I will use my movement and action to uh dash downward that 35 feet. Um, and then potentially, if I see something, I see something. If not, or actually, if I see something or not, I still dash back up to that surface and then reappear.
Okay. um, Dashing downward. Um, you do not enter any kind of room or anything. There is no there's nothing underneath of this tower. But passing through, um, you do see what looks to be like very old remains. As you pass by, there's portions of like metal that like your vision catches just in the dirt physically. There are things that are buried underneath here, um, but nothing that like catches your eye as important or meaningful. But you do just see that there is stuff underneath of you, but you probably wouldn't you wouldn't waste any time getting it. Is what I'm going
Okay.
after.
And
Um,
and when you say things, are we talking like um furniture, objects?
Yeah, like the
Okay,
accoutrement, like you see, there's some accoutrement of living, but it seems like more like corpse-like things.
gotcha.
As you're seeing it, you're like, there's probably bodies buried beneath this tower. Who knows how long they've been here, right?
Oh, what size of bodies? Would they be humanoid slash dwarven or more of the giant type?
Based on it's certainly not giants. Based on the size of it, they your best guess from what's here, smaller than you, probably dwarvish.
Hmm. Okay. And just making sure that I can catch that. I go back up, and I'm going back to the surface, to the nest of the queen, right, with some of her like leftover pieces and
Yeah,
gross.
you're up. You know
Yeah.
where you were. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And just making sure that's what the space is. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. You go.
Okay.
You're in the queen's nest. You know, you go down. You come back up again. Yeah.
Okay. So as I reappear, I'll start by saying, "Well, there's something under here," and I'll tap my foot into the dirt filth that I'm in, and then I'll look over to Ember Prime, and kind of sorrowfully say that, it does appear that this place was either built upon or perhaps filled, uh, after its construction, with dwarven kind. Maybe some sort of event sort of brought a lot of this whole place down. They were left for dead. But there's and then he'll kind of look more towards whispers and say there are a good number of bodies far below.
They weren't just buried because they died. Dwarves are supposed to be buried underground.
Sean, am I understanding right that this was more of piles?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell whether they were or were not buried on purpose. They are
Okay.
in the ground.
Okay. I'll say that it's unclear, but that the architecture has me a little dubious. I'm not certain, but I think it'd be at least worth noting.
Yeah. I guess if the forge was down there and it filled in, I mean, it doesn't look like there was stairs down. You thought the same thing, right, Durham? That means the forge, if it's still here, is either on this floor or up, which is less likely. I'm gonna
Uh,
just try to clean this up.
Yeah, that fucking thing liked heat. If there's a forge and it's warm, it's gonna be. And
Yeah,
he taps his feet again.
yep, yep. I will just try to start breaking bits of Spider Queen off
Shovel
the.
time.
I've got a hammer also to crack carapace.
Okay. You're trying to break pieces of Spider
I'm
Queen.
just trying to clean the Spider Queen out of here. Like,
Hmm.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. So you're trying to get rid of some of the pieces here. She's attached to that central pillar
yeah,
of
that's what I'm
ice
trying to
and all
clean
that.
off.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Ember Prime, you get to work cracking away. It's actually pretty soft, this section of her, as it was the egg laying part. It's not quite as hard, more splatty as you go about it. But where the body is like connected to that tower, that is like a real hard material, and you're having to chip and smash away at it. Um, Using your various tools and implements, you all, at just a cost of time, are able to, if you like, you can break away like a small piece of it, or you can go to town and get rid of like the whole thing off of it. What would you guys like to do?
Latter was Ember Prime's plan. This is
Okay.
Follow her lead.
this is apparently, whether designed as it or not, a dwarven grave, so bug pieces are not welcome.
Okay.
I'll summon Scritches because Scritches can tear a little bit better, get up and fly up and grip and pull.
Yeah, cool. Through various combined efforts in about 20-30 minutes, you're able to remove the large egg laying sac, get that out of here. Various means being able to clear out the other corpses, some of the egg debris from here, and actually kind of clean the space and make it a little more nice for you to be in here physically. In doing so, you've made some pretty hefty chips into the actual center structure. You see the ice is pretty thick around the center portion, along with that insect material as well. But in doing this, there's no roll you guys have to make since you're doing this action. You notice that there is a structure underneath of all this ice and insect goo.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
I
clear it
will
all the way.
clear it all the way, and if I notice any of the structure itself is beginning to weaken or we're at a risk of it collapsing, I'm fully prepared to take the time to fabricate or use creation to turn it back into solid wall,
Yeah.
or at least something that's not about to collapse on our heads.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You think that breaking away at the base there, because so much of the ice and insect goo, right, is like physically on some kind of structure in the center that goes up. um, and the center of the tower, right, its diameter is like 20-30 feet or so. The tower is even larger, so the center pillar won't affect like tower structure, but there's enough of this material connected onto the structure going upwards that you think you can actually destroy a significant amount of the base and have things still probably be okay.
Okay.
um, cool. Um, in about again with all of your tools and abilities, in about another 20-30 minutes, you've removed a significant portion of the ice and ichor here, and you are now seeing like real stonework underneath. And as you break away some of the portions of ice covering it to get to the stone, this is well worked stone. Uh, Ember, this stone is, you can see the old ways here. This, whatever this thing is, was not made by the giants. This is definitely a dwarven construction. Breaking away further, you get to a point near what would be the front of this. Then you see that it's kind of hollowed in the center of the structure. You break a little bit more ice away, and Ember, you feel something here. It's a strange sensation to you. You can feel something. You feel something primordial. Something as old as maybe this place, this world, as old as time. Something is calling to your very nature and what makes you different from everyone else in Maras.
Do I see anything within this structure that might have at one point been some sort of fuel source. Coal or wood or anything that would burn.
Make a perception check for me. Looking in this place, looking around, there's certainly nothing left to burn here, unless the insect stuff is burnable. And you don't see, although it's been a long time, you don't see any like storage space for coal. I mean, if this thing is a forge, it's enormous. The amount of coal you'd have to store to just fuel it for a little while would be enormous. With your 23, there's all these different reflections of light that people have from various spells and abilities, and the light that's dimming outside but still bouncing around in. But there's a different spark that catches your eye. And it's deep in the ice, deep in the center of this thing. And as you look at it, there's a small shimmer. And again, you feel yourself, the core of your being, drawn to it.
I will do my best to break my way in, dig my way in.
Okay? Smashing more ice, tossing just chunks behind you ravenously. You clear out what is very clearly a kind of central point of what is very clearly also at this point a large forge. And you can see this tiny little spark sputtering, barely an ember. And though it has no words and gives no meaning, you feel yourself drawn to it. You feel yourself connected to it on a level deeper than you felt maybe ever. This is the fuel source. But it's been dying. Its heat has been pulled from it too long.
Hello there. You've held on this long. I'm gonna need you to hold on just a little bit longer. Maybe you don't need fuel, you need something else. I will put my hands together and I will allow some of my own flames to go into that little flame.
As
I'll
Ember
use
starts
my
to
racial burning hands on it.
I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration as I see you interacting with the dangerous thing and just running headlong.
You pour your flames, fire from your very hands, from your very essence. You give. And the spark begins to grow a little. You can hear Zal's words of encouragement and bolsters you. How much do you give?
Have a lot of spell slots left, and I am prepared to burn all of them on various whatever I can cast for that slot.
Okay. Your burning hands normally is unable to uh it's quick. It doesn't last long, but the time has already passed for it to have faded, but the fire is still coming. And the spark, this minuscule light, is beginning to grow. And there's a brighter light, more flames. And you see Ember's whole body begins to glow and brighten. And the heat inside this place begins to grow and grow. And you can see as Ember almost begins to have a bluish haze around them as their temperature intensifies and intensifies. The ice around in this place, you can feel drain as pieces are beginning to melt. But this spark needs life, needs fire. And it is eating. And it is eating. And it has not eaten in so long. And it pulls more and more from you. Ember begins to have a whitish hue around them, and you all have to take 10 or 15 steps back from her, as there is now a fairly difficult to look at 2 points of light, Ember and this flame that is now hovering, is roiling and beginning to spin, taking a spherical shape as more and more fire begins to circulate and wrap around, and the spin grows faster and faster. And then there is a wave of heat that passes over all of you. Ember, you are pushed back a few feet as your own white hot aura begins to cool, and you see before you the core of a fire elemental, its heart. Not its being, not its consciousness, just what makes it real. And it pulsates. And the ice around the basin of this forge begins to melt and reveal itself to you. This is the fuel here that has made whatever implements the giants wished. There's a clattering as metal hits the icy, well, actually, the wet rock down below. And you see several metallic chunks landing on the ground. You see what looks to be an unfinished haft. You see what looks to be a broken hammerhead, as well as a few other just chunks of metal.
Plans. There were plans, blueprints. The tower mentioned. I'll have to figure out how to. This is going to take some time, and it's going to get real uncomfortably hot in here for you, for a lot of you. But I gotta do this.
I have to witness every moment of this. Zal's eyes are like a light, even though he's fucking sweating through his fur.
You find within the dwarven reading, within the dwarven runes, as you go and look again, you see the hidden blueprints. You see the instructions. It needs the heat of this fire elemental to be forged. And you have given so much of yourself to it. But if you wish to claim what is here, you'll need to give more. You have some of the pieces to create what is here, but it is not whole, and you don't have enough to make it whole. Or so you think, as you realize what's missing here. It's missing mithril.
I do have one. I guess I do have the final piece. I'm sure. I'm sure my teacher will understand. I will provide my mithril crafting tools, my mithril smith tools.
Okay. You settle in for the real work.
Yeah.
And the rest of you take various positions within, without. This takes the remainder of the evening going into the morning. It is a long process of working these remaining materials to be molded again, and they require such intense heat that you won't find in forges elsewhere. Though you could find, perhaps in the mouth of a red dragon. Ember Prime, can you make a smithing's tools check using your wisdom?
Oop. Ability modifier, wisdom.
I
Bam.
believe your tools give you advantage on these checks. Is that correct?
Yeah, I didn't know if I got that, given that they were being used as materials or not.
You will gain the advantage.
Boom!
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
Fuck
20, baby.
Fuck yes.
I was happy with the 18.
Incredible. Okay. Hours of labor, non-stop. It's some of the most tense work you've done. You know, the slightest miscalculation, the metals could be rendered inoperable, could be alloyed in a way that makes them unable to be recovered again, poisoned them, perhaps poison you upon wielding. There's a lot that can go wrong here, especially at these temperatures. But you work the forge. You move the metal. You feel the song this forge is singing, the ringing of the hammer, and you can hear the ringing of another hammer, one you've heard before, an anvil pinging loud, but only you hear this.
I think at some point Ember Prime definitely, not well, mind you, but still with all the energy and gusto that she has, she is just going to, she ends up just singing something in Dwarvish, which, again, doesn't have a great voice. Has certainly not trained, but it is the song she has heard within the minds of Maras, the songs that she has heard while studying blacksmithing for, the better part of 40 years.
You actually, Whispers hears this first. Another voice begins singing as well, joining the song. And then a second, and then a third, and by the fourth, Renier begins to hear. And then on the fifth, Durham picks it up. And on the sixth, the rest of you hear dwarven choruses supporting Ember's work here. Renier and Whisper, your unique senses begin to see the coalescence of forms in this place. And though Whispers, you know the spirits have left this place of ruin long ago, they have come back for this moment to see what this artisan will make. You see one walk up to the forge, begin stoking the elemental, and the elemental roils in return. You begin to see dwarven writing, faded with time, illegible by all means. These runes begin to glow again, starting at the bottom, working their way up through the forge. You can see their forms glowing through the ice up above as the room begins filling not just with fire, but this beautiful blue coalescence. There are many masters here, and they have come to witness what Ember makes. You work the pieces as best you can using the tool. You strike the hammerhead. There's a ringing noise, and tendrils of light pour out from what you are making and wrap around your smith's tools and begin pulling the essence of them inward until they are subsumed by what you have made. The light intensifies, the heat of the forge grows, the chorus rings. With a final bellow, the spirits here fade. Ember, the ringing of an anvil fades for you. And you see before you a glimmering warhammer, strewn in dwarven runes and writing. It tells a new story. It tells your story. Now, what you have made, you're free to name whatever you like. But it is the Devotee's Hammer of Giant's Bane. This is a +2 Warhammer that gives you proficiency if you don't already have it. Is wielded with 1 or 2 hands. Gives you +2 to your attacks, your damage. It also gives you a +2 to your spell DCs. It will allow you to use your Channel Divinity twice a day. And when attacking a giant, it is a +3 weapon. Though your spell DCs remain the same. This hammer can also be used as a set of smithing tools, and they give the same advantage.
Awesome. Awesome. It's done. I never really used something, but I know how to use this. I think. I shall just swing it a few times through the air.
Oh yeah, there's a good weight here. Very good weight. You've made a lot of weapons. And you've held a lot of weapons. This is something different.
I imagine it'll stay warm in here for a while if we want to rest here before we push on.
You find it does stay warm here. You all are warmed throughout the evening. Anybody that wished to take a long rest throughout the evening can do so. Ember, you unfortunately had to work through the evening for this. Incredible. We're going to end session there with Ember creating her hammer.